Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into the past to explore something fundamental to every civilization: water. Getting enough water, and getting rid of too much, has always been a challenge. Long before modern pumps and purification plants, ancient societies developed incredibly clever ways to manage this vital resource. Let's look at how they did it and how archaeologists uncover these ingenious systems. Ancient engineers were masters of their craft, working with the landscape and natural forces. Their most basic tool? Gravity. Think of the famous Roman aqueducts, or the qanat systems of Persia. Miles-long channels built with incredibly slight, precise slopes to let water flow downhill all by itself. Some Roman aqueducts had gradients as gentle as 1 meter drop over 3 kilometers. That required astonishing surveying skills, but supply wasn't always constant. So storing water was crucial. Ancient civilizations built everything from small household cisterns, like those found in the Indus Valley, to enormous reservoirs, like the ones built by the Nabateans in Petra or the ancient kings of Sri Lanka, ensuring water availability through dry seasons. Once sourced and stored, water needed distributing. Intricate networks of terracotta pipes, lead pipes in Roman times, though we now know about the lead toxicity, and simple open channels carried water to homes, public baths, fountains, and agricultural fields. While gravity did the heavy lifting where possible, sometimes water needed a boost. Simple machines like the shadoof, a long pole with a bucket and a counterweight, or the Archimedes screw, were used to lift water from rivers or wells to higher ground. Purity was also considered. While not up to modern standards, basic filtration methods existed. For instance, Roman aqueducts often included settling tanks where sediment could sink before the water reached the city taps. Managing too much water was just as important as getting enough. Think floods or wastewater. The Indus Valley civilization, for example, had sophisticated covered drains and sanitation systems over 4,000 years ago. Flood control involved building dikes, levees, and channels to divert excess water safely. And in dry regions, every drop counted. Techniques like runoff farming, building small check dams across streams, and terracing hillsides were developed to capture precious rainwater before it disappeared. So how do we know all this? Reconstructing these ancient systems is a fascinating puzzle for archaeologists. It starts with surveys, walking the land, sometimes guided by old texts or local knowledge, looking for clues. Modern tools like GPS help map vast networks. Often, the evidence is buried. That's where remote sensing comes in. Aerial photos, satellite images, and even ground-penetrating radar can reveal hidden channels or building foundations without digging. Of course, excavation is key. Carefully digging uncovers the physical structures: the stones of an aqueduct, the clay of a pipe, the walls of a reservoir. The layers of soil tell archaeologists about different construction periods. Analyzing the materials used, the mortar, the pottery, the type of stone, can reveal where they came from and the techniques used. Studying tiny fossils or sediments trapped within the water systems helps reconstruct past climates and how the system actually worked. Sometimes, researchers even build computer models based on the uncovered dimensions to estimate how much water these ancient systems could carry. Experimental archaeology, like trying to build or use replicas of ancient tools, also provides practical insights. Studying these ancient water systems tells us so much more than just engineering facts. They reflect social organization, political power. Imagine the coordination needed to build a massive aqueduct. They show how societies adapted to their environments. Many ancient water harvesting principles, developed thousands of years ago in arid lands, are finding new relevance today as we seek sustainable water solutions. These remarkable feats of engineering are enduring testaments to human ingenuity and our fundamental relationship with water, the resource that shaped civilizations. Thanks for listening.